What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I was just thinking we're 4 or 5 days away from the NHL draft, and CJ's big return to Florida after did the math, 415 days away. That'll be the calculation when I get back on the 25th. I'm really excited and looking forward to getting back. I mean, it's worth noting I went to college in Tampa, and I lived in Tampa, the draft's obviously in Sunrise in the Lauderdale, Miami area, but definitely, just looking forward to getting back down there. It's been just such a, it's been a whirlwind since I left. I mean, in so many ways, it feels like it was a lifetime ago, but, I really grew up down there, and, spending 18 years in Boston, then, at age 18, it's like, all right, going to Florida, don't plan on coming back. My freshman year, I started the power play as a joke to piss off my roommate, and here we are now. And it's just been such a. I needed to take the power play back to Boston if I was going to proverbially make it happen, and that was the case then, and it continues to be the case now. And I mean, you look at since last time I was in Florida. I mean, we've had McDavid owning a shirt. The last year's draft was awesome in terms of the interviews, and all the women from hockey, the Olympic hockey team, whether it's Brandon Decker, Hillary Knight. Obviously, Hillary Knight was like, the quest. I'm trying to think what's the word for the power play's #1 target, call it. And she came on the show. She's great. And not only that, but I covered her on Team USA with the women's national team in Sweden at the World Championships in Malmo. I was like, wow. And it's pretty cool. We actually had a really cool discussion, Hillary and I, off the camera, in a marketplace in Malmo. We just kind of bumped into each other. I was like, oh, what's up? And just really, if you told me that was going to happen, I was like, no way. But that, it's just the weird things that happen. This year's draft, I want to say I haven't done. I know I've done probably as much work, but it just seems like I should be doing more. I should have done more in the last year. But the proof will be in the pudding next week. When everyone goes on and starts to stumble onto the power play. You see, the thing on the power play is that draft day every year is the most viewed day because all the prospect profiles, people get on their computer, they search, oh, we drafted this guy, took him up, and it wasn't really the goal at the get-go, but that seemed to be, the best reason to do it. And to be totally honest with you, this year's draft, there's no guarantees. I actually, for the first time this late in the process, I don't have any interviews lined up. And, I'll get you something while I'm down there. But, there's two I'm feeling pretty good about, two players that'll go after the first round, let's call them. There's one first-round pick that is kind of a projected first-round pick, I should say. Kind of a blip on the radar that might come on. They were supposed to be one top 5 pick was supposed to be a sure thing, and that kind of fell apart as the year went on. And it's not McDavid, it's not Strome, and it's not Eichel, so you can figure it out from there. I don't think it's necessarily the player's fault. It's just circumstances kind of dictated change. And there was someone else supposed to come on. I don't know if they're actually even going to the draft this year, so we'll see what happens on that front. But I'm gonna kind of make it up as I go along. Even if I get a couple sound bites, so what? And again, I didn't even bother going for the media credentials because I like going to the draft in as a regular person. You just got to get a camera because you see more in the stands than you would be in surrounded by other media people. It's really just an interesting kind of look. It's kind of like one of the games I was at in Sweden. I left the press box and sat, it's empty seats. I was like, oh, this is kind of, it's a new perspective, and that's the way to do it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, CJ's big return to Florida. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's like sort of the power play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.